Alright, so first of all, real quick, I woke up this morning and I got this on my radar, this Yahoo article. When you translate it to English, it literally says that she was arrested today. Who was defrauded of millions of yen due to credit card fraud was arrested today. And then I go on her Twitter and I see that she says, I have no criminal record. I'm like, holy shit. Why is she saying she has no criminal record and this Yahoo article is saying she got arrested? Yeah, what a horrible mistranslation. Turns out she was just taking a rest and she wasn't arrested. But because of that article and another one that I'm not gonna show that used one of her IRL picture, but it's like an IRL picture that she posted online with her mouth covered, she is freaking out on Twitter right now. I'm also having a lawyer look at the quote retweets I have been taking a break from. I will be taking action against any slander or libel I see. She is being very vindictive right now. First, she announces her hiatus. She says, I have an announcement. For years, I've been subjected to groundless slander and abuse, and have been criticized for being misunderstood. I have been fighting and running in various ways, but it seems that it was more of a burden than I thought. I am exhausted both physically and mentally, and my thinking ability has been declining recently, so I'll take a little break. I'm going to rest my mind and body, so please wait for me. And then these articles come out. This one and the other Yahoo one that I mentioned. She does a Pixies fan box. Then she has that tweet saying she's taking a look at the quote retweets because people are saying mean things about her. And then she tweets again saying, this time I'm going to sue the Yahoo comments. And this isn't the first time she's saying she's mad at the Yahoo comments. She's been mad at the Yahoo comments while I was doing the research for my last Mikeneko video. Seriously, please stop telling me you can't pay because you're sick. Well, money isn't really important to me, so I want them to be punished. If I don't withdraw the criminal charges, the other party will have a criminal record. But I don't intend to withdraw them anymore because I've given them many warnings. And this is the tweet saying, I have no criminal record. And then all of her tweets are getting community notice, and this is new because this wasn't there this morning. It is a misconception that filing a criminal complaint will result in a criminal record. Unless you are charged with a criminal offense and are found guilty, including receiving a suspended sentence, you will not have a criminal record. Just to be clear, it is important to note that most people who become the subject of criminal investigation will have their documents referred to the prosecutor's office, and that has nothing to do with their criminal record. Yeah, that source sucks. And it's not community noted yet, but they're fighting in the community notes too. It needs more upvotes. Here, let's start with this first. Mr. Yahoo article, I'm banning unauthorized reproduction. Please don't use the photo without permission. This is in regards to the Yahoo article where they use her selfie. I'll do this too. And then she added 2 hours later, by the way, you're wrong about the article. There is almost no recent slander, and he is taking a short break because he is tired of the slander he has been receiving. But the slander after the trial has not stopped. That's not the same thing at all. From my point of view, the meaning is so different that I don't know how you could write an article like that. Okay, so she's also disagreeing with what was written in the article. I read the article and it didn't feel like it was very short and objective. So, and I looked at the Yahoo comments and I didn't see anything that stood out either. So I'm very confused. I'm like very confused at the whole thing. I'm just going to hide my screen for a bit because I'll read you guys the other article. But I don't want to show her face because she's already upset and I don't want this to add to her anxiety. It says, well, keep in mind this is a Google translation. This hasn't been confirmed by my translator. I only got the other article like confirmed by my translator, and then he said, yeah, she's probably speaking about this article. That's how we figured that one out. Mafu's ex-wife Mikeneko announces hiatus from a little bit of good night to unfounded slander that has left her physically and mentally exhausted. Mikeneko, the ex-wife of a singer, Mafu, and a streamer, announced on X that she will be taking a break from activities on October 22, 2024. And then they linked the post. And it's like, it's just quoting the post word for word. Mikeneko reported on the 8th that her trial with Mafu Mafu has ended. Mafu Mafu also reported on the same day that both parties have withdrawn their civil lawsuits and criminal charges. In January 2012, Mafu Mafu announced his marriage and divorce with Mikeneko. In January 2012? That is not true. That is not accurate. That's the wrong date. Mafu Mafu announced his marriage and divorce with Mikeneko and filed a lawsuit against her for moral harassment and online slander. Meanwhile, Mikeneko has filed a countersuit against Mafu Mafu and revealed that he has filed a complaint with the police. And that's it. That's really it. So, unless it's a mistranslation again. And like, this is the comments that she's freaking out about, I suppose. I don't understand why they're writing an article about it, but if the ex-husband doesn't want to be involved and has agreed in court to not be involved in any public way, articles like this are just dragging his feet. I wonder why they're bringing up the ex-husband name in conversation about his ex-wife every now and then. Well, because it was a very public divorce. Even though she gave him an engagement ring worth tens of millions of yen, he was slandered and said that they were in a state of separate marriage. And even though she expressed her desire to have it returned, he didn't give it back, and the apartment was a mess and she had to pay for cleaning and repairs, so it must have been a miserable experience. I think the pronouns are inversed here because it's like a scuffed translation. It is a very shallow article. This comment's right. It's like the Exerto article that it's like, it's one paragraph of actual content and everything else is just filling up word counts. Honestly, I'm even glad that she didn't remain in Holo. There was a fuss about what she said and what wasn't said, but even if he didn't say it, it was clearly a discordant one-person thing, like she hated certain someone from her class or wanted them to be unhappy. Until recently, she was displaying stuffed toys of all the third generation members. Really? But I feel that her behavior is too bad in contrast to her good personality. There's no smoke without fire. When I do occasionally see clippings, it doesn't feel strange, but now the people inside are showing too much, so I don't think they're VTubers at all. When I watch her streams or I see clips of her, she seems completely normal. Not gonna lie. It's more about what people are saying about her or other people that claim they know her who are alleging things. Mikeneko is always saying she's tired and going to take a break. I see her post about taking a break on X here and there, so even people like me who don't watch streams know about it. Why don't you do a little research before writing an article? It's going to be tough for Mafu Mafu if he has to be referred to as Mafu Mafu's ex-wife every now and then. I didn't get the gist of it. It is what it is. There's 29 comments. It's a scam that she's going on hiatus. I wonder if she has a strong desire for approval or if she's doing it out of necessity to make money. She just wanted a little break. And she's telling her audience because they're used to seeing her live every single day. What's wrong with that? Hey, boy, Mikeneko. The train wreck the fascinating train wreck that never ends. I mean, one thing's for sure. Like I said in my video, she's the content VTuber. People are fascinated with her. Whether it be in a positive or negative way. I certainly find her interesting. I don't agree with everything she does or everything. I think a lot of her reactions online are optics L. And I wish she was more properly surrounded and counseled. But everybody slips up every now and then. You know, everybody cracks under pressure. So I can't blame her for that. It's kind of a nothing burger. But I think her tweeting about it, though, is drawing more people to look those articles up. Like, I wouldn't have found those articles if it wasn't for her tweets. You know what I mean? So I think it would have been better if she didn't tweet about it.